My name's Julene Schwarz, and I've been painting most of my life ever since I was 6 years old. I used to run home and paint after school every day, and I've done a lot of freelance art and in my life. I lived in California, in Florida. I did some graphic design, and then I came back home to Ashtabula after my first husband lost his job in California, and we came back here, and I decided, I was substitute teaching, and I decided, hey, I can do that. And I went to Cleveland State and got my teaching certification and taught art to 22,000 kids at all different levels. And I enjoyed it thoroughly, but I didn't have much time for my own art. And when I retired, I decided, you know, I've always wanted to do a series of the harbor, but I didn't want to make it boring. I wanted to make it lively and fun and colorful. Both of my families on each side of my Finnish family were instrumental in building the Ashtabula and Conneaut harbors. As a matter of fact, my great-grandpa Jacob Sipila and his wife Lisa Elizabeth lived across the street here from Kilpi Hall, or the Conneaut Arts Center, and they had 13 children. One of them was my grandfather Jacob, and my father's middle name and my son's middle name is Jacob. And Jacob came over in 1887, and he played the organ in church here after they built Kilpi Hall in 1899, and it was rumored that he studied under Sibelius. So I love Sibelius. I love classical music. Well, I have a lot of cartooning in my background. When I was in California, I worked for a magazine called the Monday Funnies and did a cartoon strip, and we published the magazine ourselves every Monday for people to read on the BART in San Francisco while they were going to work. So I did a lot of cartooning. But that was my intention, is to make the paintings more fun and colorful so I could get people's attention, because a lot of people drive through these harbors. They don't notice the architectural features. They don't notice the buildings that were here, which are such an integral part of our history. They just drive right through and never look up. So maybe next time, after seeing my paintings, maybe next time they'll look up at the building and notice what's special about each building. Well, I've been in and out of these buildings my whole life as a child. Got my first shoes at O'Leary's Shoe Store, which is now Briquette's restaurant. So I've been an integral part of the harbor my whole life growing up. And Conneaut Harbor too. I remember coming here on Sunday mornings to go to church with my parents. And I feel that these buildings have taken on a life of their own because of all the people, all the generations that have gone in and out of them, all the people that lived and worked here. And to me, it's a very emotional expression, and that's why I wanted it to be a little different than anybody else has ever done.
The fact that you're doing it, does it make it extra special that you have the display here at, what was Kilpi Hall? That your
yes.
great-grandparents were involved in? I mean, they could have never imagined.
Well, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. But yes, to think that those Finnish people came across the ocean, which took them a couple of weeks on an ocean boat, came here, there was nothing but the river. They built the harbor, and built all the buildings around here and forged our county. It's a very important part of our history here in Ashtabula County.